Hey everybody, sorry about the delay. We had some technical difficulties with YouTube. Hey Tuk Tuk, thank you. Just making a post on Facebook. Letting everybody know we're live. All right. Boris OR, dial in. Here we go. Sorry about the delay, y'all. Had some issues with my YouTube account. Got it all straightened out. Hey, Miss Jackie's here. All right. That's exciting. Okay, so look, we're going to jump right into this best we can here. Hole 1, we are playing a Topspin Boost 5 win 10 ball. So I want to, because we're setting 1.5 right spin, I'm going to set up with this ball, but I will be taking the shot with a different ball with precision, hopefully. Oh, I have no precision when 10s. Excellent. I got one of those, so we'll use that ball. All right. Let's have a look at the shot here from Boris. This is a Tom shot. Here, we are looking for the hole-in-one if we can. So let me start my notes. OR, front 9. Hole 1, we are playing Tom. And so the setup, hey, thanks Mike, appreciate you. Hey Nate, appreciate you. Glad y'all are here. Sorry for the delay, things got a little wonky. Okay, so Tom drive on hole 1, hunting for the hole-in-one. Hey, Getta, what's up? So Tom drive on hole 1, looking for the hole-in-one. We're going to set up at P10 max extension, blue on the left to the left rough fairway. And then we're going to adjust 1-to-1, and we are going to push up in certain plus yards after adjustment. We're going to give it max OP, no curl. So if I don't have this perk on this account, but if I did, I would be switching to the legendary extra mile for this hole. All right, so we got one precision ball, and so we're going to practice one time with the non-precision, see what it looks like for the needle speed, and go from there. So let's take a look. Let's get going. Let's take a look at hole 1. Oh, we only need 5 top spin boosts. What am I doing? Shoot, I got the wrong ball. Actually, we can still set up with that, but I need a top spin boost 5 there. All right, we'll do that. All right, so let's set up with this. Blue right there. And we'll give it all the spin, but we will swap to our top spin 5 ball. And then we want to assess, oh, there is no wind angles. 7-2 will be 7-2. And we want to see plus 16. We need to push up 1.2. And then we want to give it just straight OP. And we hit a slight great left, so probably no hole in one there. But that's why we practice. So slight great left, okay. And yeah, we're going to come in left or right of the hole there. We need to really hit perfect on this to have a look at the hole in one. So we are going to go live with that. I'm going to write for my notes. I'm going to write semi shaky, needs perfect. And that's really not a bad setup. If I would have had the right ball pinned, we would have been a little bit easier. So I would recommend setting up with this side spin 3 ball for quick spin setup, and then just swapping to your top spin boost 5. That'll take care of the top spin, and then pushing up in certain wind angles. We did miss right when we hit a great left. It kind of tells me that we need to watch the pull angle too. So cleaning my glasses, and then we're going to go live and give her a go. All right. Again, if you have the hey Bailey. Again, if you have the legendary extra mile, that will slow down the needle. I highly recommend it. So let's go live hole 1 and have a look. So it's 2.5 boost, 1.5 left, blue to the left, rough there at max extension. So want to be right there and give it all of that, and then swap to our precision ball. And 7-9. Plus 14 is a 1 yard push up, or a 1 ring push up there. So we're going to push up 1 ring. And then it's just max OP. A little bit of shake on the needle. And we got perfect. Let's see if we can grab that hole in one and start off the game. That'd be nice. Well, I like the wind angle. Now we're high. So we pulled too much 59. I mean 01. Probably needed a 59 flick. But easy eagle from Tom on hole 1. Great way to start off the round. And easy peasy. I'm going to put right down 59 flick for hole in 1. And we will move on to hole 2. All right, so hole 2, we are going to send it short of the green. We are looking for a P10, side spin 10, wind 5 to 6, top spin boost 5. So let's go look and see what we got. We're going to be setting up with the rock. So let's see here. Power. side spin. And we want a side spin 10, wind 6 to 5. So I do have that ball as a wind 5. And then how many of that ball do I got? I got 3. Let's use this one. I got a bunch of. And then win 6. Is that what he said? Yeah. So yeah, all we have in Top Spin Boost 5 is those two. What do we have in 6? See, we got a win 6. Side spin 10. And we do. There. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is set up with this ball. And then we can try either one. He says we're going to, at max extension, we want the bullseye just on the fairway on the left-hand side with the rock. We'll then swap to the APOC, give it all the boost, 5 left spin, and then we will adjust 1-to-1, max OP, max left curl. He said a great left was fine. EV School is going to play P8 minus 45. So I'm going to get that set up there at slider. So let's see. We got our rock. We got our APOC bag. Let's have a look at this and see how this goes. This should be a pretty good shot. Shouldn't take much to dial this in. So we'll try with this little precision ball first. Alright, so max extension. And right there is where we want to be. Swapping to APOC. All of that business. 12 rings. So we're going to pull our 10. And pull our 2. It's going to be a pretty shaky needle. So, great right there. We'll see what happens. If the great right's no good, oh, that's very close to the rough. Yeah, great right's no good at all. So that's good to know. We're going to want to let go from the left-hand swing of the ball. There. And we will adjust 10% of the wind and see what happens. Yeah, 10% was probably right with that great rate. Yeah, super shaky needle. One thing, we don't have the side spin on anything else with precision. So we're gonna try next. We'll try the wind 6 and see if that slows down the needle at all. We'll swap to the wind 6 and just have a look at it and see. Oops, we want to be on the rock. All right. So let's take one more practice at it and see if we can slow the needle down with the wind 6. So max extension right there. Swap to the APOC. Give it all of that. We're going to swap to that wind 6. See if that helps. 11.3. So we're going to move our 9.3. And then 2 more rings. That does drop us down to 26, which a little slower needle. Slight great left. Let's see if that's okay. He says it is. So we are running right up, and we didn't get enough to get out of the rough there. So that's also worrisome. Just because we don't want to. I'm going to adjust 0.5, about basically 5% of the wind. And going to see if that's the right adjustment for that. Yeah, so if you get stuck in that rough in the front, you don't make it through, you're going to want to give it full top spin and 0.5 or 5% of the wind. So I'm going to make some notes here. Hole 2, Tom, great right, sand, great left, rough, ROUGH, 5% of wind, and shaky needle, needs perfect. And I want to look at the pull angle I pulled there and see if what I was pulling, to see if I need to pull a little bit different. But good shot by Tom. It's just shaky as hell, so you're really going to have to focus on getting perfect. The great left wasn't bad. Obviously, we can swap to a rescue club with bigger precision to do it. The P6, our Win 6, did slow the needle down just a touch. So our pull isn't bad there. It's just really, hard to hit perfect on these shaky needles. Hey, Jabber, thank you, welcome. So yeah, really just hard to hit perfect on a shaky needle. I think we'll stick with this Win 5 precision ball just to give us a little advantage. But we're going to go live. What I want to do before I do that is pin my precision ball that I'm going to use for rescue. And I'm going to go live here and see if I can get the perfect. And then we'll move on to hole 3. Do I have the right club? No. All right. Yep. Always go through your steps. Routine is key for consistent play. That's for sure. So my typical routine is make sure I got the right ball, make sure I'm on the right bag, make sure I'm using the ball that makes setting up spins the easiest, checking my other bag to make sure I have the right clubs, then going in and going for my shot. I always reread the guide a couple times just to make sure I am following all the steps. That's really important. All right, here we go. Live today. Hole 2. Looking for a perfect. Man, we want to set up right there. Swap clubs. All of that. We got 13-mile-an-hour wind. And we're going to pull R10. And we're going to pull R3. I highly suggest coming from the left side when you release. Hey, we got perfect. Perfect when it matters, folks. That's what matters. There we go. We're coming out. We're going to go right through that rough and right out into EB. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, we need to see if this is a no adjust EB. And see where we're at. It is not a no adjust EB. So I need to measure. We are at 40. And our wind is 12.3. That's going to give us a 2.9 adjustment there. Let's get that ball guide set through the hole. And 2.9. And we just want to hit perfect. That should be easy peasy. Boom, center cup drop. Drop number 2. Nice shot by Tom, guys. Really need perfect. So grab your best ball you can. But that's 2 for 2 with Tom's shot. All right, hole 3, we're going to be playing a shot by Ankit with the Guardian and the Waypoint perk. So let's have a look. We need a P10, side spin 4, win 10, top spin boost 7. And we're going to set up with quite possibly the best ball in the game, the Katana. All right, 1 second. Hello. Sorry, guys. I had a problem. Can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Sorry. I'm having issues today, man. I got issues. That's well known. All right, so we are playing with the APOC and a Guardian and a Waypoint perk here. So let's set up our perk and let's see what the shot's about. So we're going to be setting up with our favorite, the Katana. And then we need a top spin boost 7 ball. We got 1 to play with. But we need 1 for practice, so we are going to use, we need a win 10, so we will use this one for practice. Okay, so here's where we're at. We're going to set up with a P4 at max extension, left of the red by the rough fairway, in the middle fairway. We are going to swap to our boost ball, give it 3.5 top and 2 left spin. 3.5 top spin boost, 2 left spin. And then we're going to adjust 1-to-1 and give it a max OP and curl to the inside tip of the outside triangle. We're looking for 405 on the target yards. We are then going to set up based on landing position. We want the red to the bunker on the right and the bottom of the blue to the rough. We're going to set the spins half a square long outside the left edge of the cup. We'll adjust based on landing position, and then we'll be giving it circle drop OP. So what I would probably do in this scenario is swap to a higher precision win 10 P10 ball. So we'll swap. We'll swap to a higher precision ball. for the approach, just to be safer. And then, like I said, we're going to spin the ball, or the ball guide half a square through the hole, the right side touching the left side of the cup. So let's have a look at this. We are using non-precision to go live, and then we need our katana to set up. So let's have a look. All right. We are, okay, P4 max extension, read by the rough, and then the boost ball. Okay, so let's give this a, wait, let's make sure we got the right bag. We got the right clubs. We got the club we're going to play live. We got our approach club. All right, so let's give it a look. Hole 3, we're playing N-Kit. All right, hopefully we can get this dialed in quickly. Because we started late, I'm going to be crunched on time. I have an hour and 15 minutes until my next stream. So if we don't get through everything by that time, I will 2 left. I will schedule a follow up with the last couple holes or something. All right, 7-4 on the adjustment. We are going to have a shaky needle at 21, so we'll have to do our best to hit perfect on this. There we go. Looking for 405 on the target yards. And we got there. All right, setup is going to be crucial here. I want to set up as quick as possible. So right there is where we want to be. We want to spin that ball guide. So we're just right there. Then plus 12 is -1 to the chart. And see if we can assess the wind angle here. We are in blue, which is no change. 8-2 is 9-5. So we're going to adjust 9-6. And then we're going to swap to our precision and center ball. Oh, wait, circle drop OP. And hit perfect. Let's see how that plays out for us. And we missed just left. So I want to look at the pole angle, and then we will decide on offset. So not a bad shot really at all. Pretty easy setup. Shaky needle on the drive. So I'm going to make that note. Drive, APG, shaky needle. Approach, I'm going to leave that blank for now. All right, let us go back and have a quick review of the pole angle on the approach. Oh, hey, Gareth, thank you for the good luck. Hey, Tinker, thank you for the good luck. We're on hole 3, the first par 5, trying to figure out best way to go about it here. We ended up just left of the hole with the ball guide set up according to the guide. And so we're checking pole angle. Pretty straight pole angle there. We were in blue for sure. So I think what I'm going to do is change the offset to putting the right side of the ball guide to the left side of the pin and see how that goes. So that's our first adjustment that we're going to make. Ball guide, left side to right side of pin. So we're just going to move that offset inwards a little bit. Let me see here. Let's go back to our balls and let's grab our katana. All right, and we only got one more of those balls, and I only got one to play with. So this will be our last practice. No matter what, we'll have to go live just for ball issues. All right, so here we go. One last practice. See if our offset works. All right, so here we go. Red by the rough at max extension. Swapping to our top spin boost 7, giving it 2 left and max top. We are adjusting 1-to-1. And then we're giving it all the top and all the OP and the curl there. And we got perfect again, so that's good. It'll give us a true look at the approach. So I want to get 405 out of this. 404 is good enough. All right, so let's get our setup as quick as possible. Blue to the rough, red to the sand. And we are going to set up with the ball guide. Right there. Plus 14 is plus 1 to the chart. We are back in blue. 8-5 is 9-9, so we're going to be adjusting 10 rings. And then swapping to our precision ball, giving it just circle drop OP. And let's see what happens here. Look at that. So changing the offset got us the drop. I think I might move the offset just a touch left. So just not quite touching the pin live here. But that's what we're looking for. So nice shot by NK. Challenge. The only challenge I see is that in the higher winds, you have a little needle shake on the approach with that circle drop OP. So what I'm going to do is look for higher precision wind 10. And we'll go with that just to make sure we got it. Get rid of that there. And we need our old friend, the katana. All right, so here we go. We're going to go live here. Hey, Gareth, thanks for the good luck, if I hadn't said it. Welcome to the Boris dial-in here. We're trying to get as many drops as possible. It is OR. So let's go ahead and take a look at this hole 3 live. I think our dial-in's pretty solid. All right, here we go. Max extension, red to the rough. Swap balls here, give it all of that. We're going to adjust 7-5. Slight great right. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it won't screw us too much. All right, got us out there. Where are we at? 406 shouldn't be too bad. Want to get this set up as quick as possible here. So red to the sand, blue to the rough. And then we're going to spin that ball 1/2 square through. Right there. Oh, right there. And we're going to swap to our precision. Plus 12 is -1 to the chart. Looks like we are in blue still. 7-9 is 9-2. Plus 1 is 9-3. And then we just need circle drop OP. And that should drop, I hope. Oh, whoa, way the hell off. Wow. That's not good. So I want to look at the pull angle. I must have pulled wrong. Or I maybe it was close. I didn't think I was in red. Maybe I was closer to red and misread the wind angle. Let's have a look. So Ankit, 1 for 2. Let's have a look at that drop or that miss. And real quick. Oops. And let's see. So I may have misread the wind angle, which is possible. Now, even with our offset, we missed right, which kind of tells me we missed left, which kind of tells me it was a pull angle issue, probably. But you never know with me. Still learning. All right. Yeah, we're pulling 01 flick there. So that's the problem with that. I'm going to write down 12 o'clock pull needed. We wouldn't have missed that shot had we pulled straight. So let's look at hole 4. This is the hole 4 is the par 3 that we had, didn't have trouble dropping in the QR. So let's get rid of that. Let's switch back to our sniper. We're going to be setting up with the rocket and a basic wood to set spins. And then we are going to be swapping to the QB or the rock. So we're good there. With spins at max extension P0, we want to have the rocket yellow with a small gap by the rough on the right, blue by the bottom rough bunker. We're going to apply spins with any beginner club and backspin boost 6. We'll then push up to rocket and swap the P0 wind 10 to find initial aim. We'll then swap to the QB and then we will adjust and take the shot. So there are some notes. Ankit, his tweaks were at 7.2 to give it 2 clicks past 5, 7.9 1 tick past 5, and 8.6 1.5 right spin. We are initially starting with 2.8 back and 0.5 right. So we'll have a look at all that. And 7.2 wind, we want 2 clicks right. And 7.9 wind, we want 1 click right. And winds at 8.60. So in the notes he says, try to keep the wind try to keep the wind above 7.6 because anything below wanted to miss left. Swap to wind 9 P7 ball What he says actually is it can only be the wolf or vinyl ball, as P9 will hit min club with the onsen ball. So let's grab some balls here. We need first off, a backspin boost 6 ball to start with. And I'm just going to see, I don't think we have any P0 backspin boost 6. We don't. So any backspin boost ball will work. Then we need to find us a P7 side spin, no, wind resistant ball. Just needs to have one side spin, but we need that ball to adjust with. Now he suggests either this ball or the vinyl ball, either one, for win 9. I'm going to go with the wolf ball because I have more of them. And then we want to have a P0 to set up with. So let's go P0 win 10. So let's look here. We can set up with that. That's fine. All right. So our moves are going to be, right? We're going to start with that rocket. And we're going to drop back to beginner wood. Give it all the backspin, 0.5 right spin. And then we're going to push up to rocket, swap to the P0, and find our initial aim point. We're then going to swap to the rock and our other win 10 ball, and then we're going to adjust and take the shot. It is center ball. Wind speed is the only tweaks. So let's go ahead and give it a try here and see what happens. So. Hi, Carl Magnus, welcome. Yeah, it could have been from the great right on the drive tuck. That absolutely could have put us out of position on the shot. Also, I was pulling an 0-1 flick. So, all right. So drop down here, give it all of this, and 0.5 right. Push back up into rocket. Swap to our P0. And set up. So we want to be right like here. And then we want to swap to our P7 ball. Swap to our rock. And we want to adjust. 8-2 is going to be 6-8. So let's straighten out the pull angle. 6-8 there. And 8-2 has no clicks of curls. So let's see what happens there. Whoa, came in hot as hell. What was that about? I came in way hot. That's interesting. Let's see here. Don't like how hot that came in. Yeah, there are a few swaps here because we're actually setting up with the backspin boost ball. I wonder if I somehow screwed up my backspin. I shouldn't have came in that hot. At least not that I can see. So let me look at that shot real quick. Up and have a look-see. All right. All right. We are on hole 4 looking for drop number 3. So we set our backspin. We set our right spin. We pushed up. We had our backspin set. Still at our backspin set. Okay, so it's not the backspin. We might have been needed to be just a tad more left on the setup. And we should have swapped to the QB before swapping the ball. That could be part of the problem. Looks like we pulled pretty straight. Let's see. Did I have any OP on the ball? Yeah, it looks like I may have had a click of OP on there. But we missed way. Yeah, we came in so freaking hot. And we missed left. So, let's try that again and see if we can correct those little mistakes. All right. Okay. So this time I'm going to swap to the rock or QB before I swap balls. See if that makes a difference. But be real mindful of center ball and see where we're at there. All right. Drop down here, all the back, and half a right. Aniket says and wins 8.6 to give it 1.5 right. I'm going to try Ankit's tweak there. And then we want the P0. All right, so set up. We really want to be right there. And then we want to swap to our QB and swap to our ball we're using. 9-3. Oh, that's too high a wind. We'll go there. 8-4 is 7-1. And we are there. And then just center ball here. And we ran out of time. That's okay. All right. Try it again. And push up. Swap ball. Find our setup spot here. There. And then wind 9 will give us max wind. So 8-6 is going to be 7-3. And we hit max club. Center ball. Hit perfect. See what happens here. That's a lot better speed. And we just missed right. So we may have had 0-1 on the pole there. Let's look at the pole angle. We will give it one more try, practice, then we have to go live. I'm only going to be doing 3 practice attempts per hole. So on 4, Tom shot here. Ball swap. Club swap. So keep wind over 7.6. So let's have a look-see and see if we can get this drop figured out here on this last attempt. And we'll have a go. All right, here we are. So that speed was better. I think part of it was the setup spot. Keeping winds above 7.6 is real important. Want to make sure we get that 0.5 right spin correct as well. So right there. And now we want to push up and swap to our P0. 7.3 wins, so we will be swapping to that P9 and 8.1. Now we want to get a nice straight pull if we can here. 8.1 is going to be 6.7, 6.7. All right, and then want to just get nice center ball and see what happens here. Good speed and still missing right of the hole. So So shoot, missing right of the hole. Coming in at good speed there. So I think what I'm going to do is reduce the right spin down to 2 clicks of right live and see what happens there. Well, we can look at the pull angle and see if I'm pulling 0.1 first before we do that. Have a look. Hey, Mark, thank you. All right, let's have a look at the pull angle real quick. I may have been pulling 0.1 accidentally, which would be a big issue and why we're missing right. So setup spot's correct. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm pulling 0.1. So yeah, 12 o'clock pull is needed. So we got to go live here this time, and hopefully we can get this sorted out. All right, we got about 45 minutes to get through the rest of these holes. I'm going to do my best. And if we can't quite get them all, I will reschedule the last couple holes for later this evening. All right, so back here, max back, and then push up to rocket and swap balls. We are going to stick with the wind 10 there. And we don't need a swap. We do need to swap clubs, however. And 8-0. See if we can get the pull right here.
I didn't find that contact.
8-0 is 6-6.
Just to confirm.
And shut up, Siri.
Okay, I won't do it. To who?
All right. Hopefully we got that pull angle down there. And hey, there it is. All right, we did it. Nice job after 3 straight misses. So my notes on this are make sure you get your ball swaps correctly. Push up into rocket before you swap to that P0. Get yourself a P0 win 10 because if you're in the win 10, you're going to stick with it. If you're swapping to win 9, nothing higher than the P7. So there we go, guys. Live drop after a couple misses. That's what I'm talking about. Dropping it when it matters. All right, hole 5 is a par 4. We are going to be going. We're going to be going for a APOC Tsunami Waypoint perk shot. So let's get after that. So APOC and Tsunami. And we want our Waypoint Tsunami perk right there. So let's look at what we need. All right, so we need a P0 ball to start. We're going to be setting up at max extension P0 white to the right rough fairway. And then we're going to swap to a P8 plus side spin 4 plus win 10. So I'm going to go and grab my P0. And then I'm going to grab a win 10 side spin 4 because I got one that I got a few of that we can use. And I want the least needle shake as possible. I got 76 of those, so we're going to try that. But it's max top spin, so I'm going to set up with that. All right. Or I'm going to set spins with that and then swap to the lower precision. All right, so here's what we need to do. P0 max stretch, right side of the white to the rough fairway. We're then going to give it, or swap balls, give it max top spin to left spin. We're going to adjust 1 to 1, and then we're going to push up depending on plus yardage. There is a note you can swap to the legendary extra mile because we'll be pulling max OP no curl. I don't have that on this account, so we're just going to have to deal with it. We are going to then, on approach, do a top white outer fringe fairway check. We're going to set up with the yellow to the top of the rough, the bullseye aligned with the tree right behind the pin, and set spins a half a square through the hole. We're then going to make a custom adjustment based on our check. And there is a click of up and 2 clicks of up adjustment in wind angle. But I think this looks pretty straightforward. So hopefully we can get this drop with the shaky needle even. So let's have a look at it in a practice go and see. So we're doing pretty good. We've gotten 3 out of 4 drops. The drop on 3 I missed was because of my pull angle. So, you know, good shots so far by Team Boris. Guide's looking pretty strong. Oh, nice. Glad to hear that, Harold. Nice. Heck yeah, I love it when I can help somebody else. All right, white to the rough. Swap balls here. Give it all of that. And then we're going to swap to our lower precision. 7-4 here. And we want to, at plus 17, push up or pull back 1.5. Good. Glad I reread that. All right, we want to pull back 1.5, which will slow the needle down even further. And then straight OP and hit a slight great left. Let's see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't leave us in the shit. And just barely got out of the shit. Looking for 357. We are short. And so let's get our check going here. We are at plus 13. So we want to set up at the right in here with in line with this. And we want to spin our ball guide 1/2 square through the hole there, like so. Plus 13 is not on the chart, but as you can guess, we can probably figure it out. And we are in red, which is no change. 8-0 is going to be 7-8 on the adjustment there. And just center ball, no OP. And let's see what happened. All right. And we just barely missed left. He says to pull less 01 if you miss left. So let's look at our pull angle. Great shot, even being outside the target yard. It is just plus 0.1 per plus yard or minus 0.1 per plus yard. So if you're outside on either side of that check, If you're below 8, subtract 1 for every plus yard. If you're above 12, add 1. Pretty simple fix for the chart. Let's have a look at this approach shot. Man, Harold, that really makes my day that you dropped that, man. I love that we can help people dial in stuff. Kind of the whole point of this of these videos, you know. All right. Hey, thanks, Caden. Good to see you. So we had good speed, so that was nice. I thought the pull angle was pretty straight. Let me look. Yeah, pull angle doesn't look bad. Maybe a slight 01 on that. So I am going to just straighten out the pull angle there and give it a look. I don't think we're going to have to do much else with that. So I'm going to go live with it. Hole 5. We'll start off here. Really want it perfect on that drive, so that's going to be real important. And remember, this is a pull back, not pull up. So, or not push up. Alright, so here and all the left. And then we want to adjust 8.5. And at plus 18, it's a 1.2 pullback. So there. And then just max OP. And we got perfect that time. Looking for 357 on the target yards. And hopefully we can get there. And we're right close. Instead of being short, that will be good. That'll keep us in the table numbers. So we're at plus 14. I mean plus 12. So we want to line up right here with this tree. And then we want to spin the ball guide just through the hole there, center cup. Plus 12 and 7/8 is going to be 7.5 adjustment. We are in what looks like yellow. So 7.5. Yellow is 2 clicks of up. So just right there. Hit perfect. And I think we got the pull angle straightened out. So that should get in the hole. And boom, center cup drop. All right, that's a good one. Hole 5. Let's make our notes. We played Tom on the drive, 12 o'clock pull, and perfect, and then mind pull back. On the approach, 12 o'clock pull is important. And we dropped yellow. So nice shot by Tom there. Good guide. Guide's going really well so far. Really liking it. Hole 6 is a par 5. So we had an issue with this par 5 in the OR. So we're going to try it again and see what happens. Now again, you can swap to the legendary extra mile. Again, I don't freaking have it. So, hey, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate y'all. All right. So this shot is going to start out with the rock. And, we need to get rid of this, perk. And we need to switch back to our B52 before I forget. Okay. This shot is going to start with the rock. And Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Sorry, I have to answer a message. Alright. Okay, here we go. We are getting back here. Where are we? Hole 6. This shot is Ankit shot. And we are going to be setting up with the rock and a P8 ball. Any old P8 ball will do. We're then going to swap to a top spin boost 5 ball. So I know we got a couple of those. I'm going to use this one to practice, but I'll go live with the new one. Yeah, just for ball stock issues. I also have this one I could practice. Let's actually do this. Let's go back and let's get rid of this ball and let's practice with this stupid ball. I can't stand that ball. It's got the wrong size. All right. So APOC to rock to APOC to cat. We're going to set up at max extension P8, rock left white to the rough fairway. We're going to then swap to the APOC, give it all the boost, and 2 left. We are going to adjust 1 to 1, and then we'll have a pullback in the lower plus yards and a push up in anything over 13. The approach is going to be landing position. We want our red ring on the left-hand side to the shadow and the right ring to the rough, where they're going to spin the ball half a square through the hole. Circle break up, no tweaks. So this should be a pretty good shot here by Ankit, like usual. Let's see if we can get drop number 5, since we missed one. All right, let's get back to the drive slide. Okay, let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. P8 ball. Let's give it a look in practice and see. On any of these shots that you can swat to the legendary extra mile, I highly recommend it. It slows down the needle speed a lot. You just got to remember that you got to do all your stuff with the APOC first, unless instructed by, did you see that? I swapped to the wrong bag. Unless instructed by the guide. So, max and 2 left. And then we are adjusting here. 7, 5. And we're at plus 12. So that's a 0.2 pullback. So we want to just adjust that there. And then we want to give it max OP, no curl. And hit perfect. 437 on the target yards is our goal. Let's see where we end up. 435, so a little short. That's okay. So where we want to set up here is we want to set up with the red to the shadow and our red to the rough line. And then we want to set the ball guide spins just through the whole center cup like that. Plus 17. And, oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Goodness gracious, Jason, get it together. All right. So plus 17, 8, 4 is going to be 7, 2 adjustment. And then we just want circle break up and no tweaks. And let's see what happens there. And we just missed right. He says if you're missing right, pull SO1. So let's have a look at our pull. See if we accidentally had an 01 flick on there. Which we could have. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you being here. We're on hole 6. We've dropped 5 out of 6 holes. 1 accidental miss on 3 because of a pull angle issue. So let's look at the replay for hole 6 approach and see if I had 01 on the pull, which I could. I'm working on correcting my pull angle, so very well could have. Kind of when I accidentally flipped the screen the wrong way, got me out of my rhythm too, and took a little time off of me being able to focus on my pull angle. So that's really key there is, getting all your steps done in the right order, in the right way. Because see, that's taking time. That's like what, a second, maybe 2. Yeah, and I'm definitely pulling 01. So, because I didn't get in my rhythm correctly with that accidental shift the wrong way with my screen, it caused me to have less time to focus on my pull angle. I think this shot is pretty straightforward. 12 o'clock approach. Really needs 12 o'clock, or you're going to miss one, right or left. Pretty good shot, though. I feel comfortable with it. I didn't see any tweaks that were needed. The drive, yeah, just watch. So drive, 12 o'clock. Watch, pull back, or push up. And then approach, 12 o'clock pull, a must. All right, and be mindful of landing position. So yeah, you just want to make sure the left side of that red is by the shadow. And the right side is by the rough line. So let's set it up. Let's go after it live and see if we can grab the drop here. Should be able to. Feel really good about the shot itself. I don't think there's any surprises here. All right. Hole 6, looking for drop number 5. Now in the QR, we missed both par 5s, unfortunately. All right. I'd like to nail this one here. Max OP. Hit perfect. Looking at 437 on the target yards if we can. Again, that straight pull is important. 437 on the nose. All right, let's get our setup spot correct here. Red by the shadow, okay, and red by the rough. And then we just want to make sure we're spinning it correctly through, just through the cup, center cup there. And then plus 17 and 7-2 is 6-2. So pretty easy adjustment there. And then don't forget your circle break up. And let's see if that straightened out pull angle there gets us the drop. Oh, goodness gracious. Just missed right. Means I still had a little 0-1 on the pull. Shoot. That's okay. If I was a betting man, I would say that I still had a little 0-1. Let me have a look. No, it did correct it a lot, but let me go back. All right. Oops. Let's go back and look. All right. We got about 25 minutes here. Gonna try to get through at least one more hole. And I'll have to come back and do, depending on the holes, you know. We might drop 7 right away and 8's ascendant. So we'll do what we can. We were in the right spot. We had the right, spin. It just took us a second. Yeah. And then let's look at that pull angle. I thought I had straightened it out enough. Yeah, I'm still a little 59. I mean 01. You could just offset the ball guide right side to just the more of the left side of the pin if that's your natural pull and get that drop. Pretty easy shot, really. Okay, so we're setting up with QB, Rock, or Thor on hole 7. So on 6, 0 for 3, offset or pull, slight, 59, flake. So we need a side spin 10, win 10, any of them. And so we got a bunch of, and we got this ball that'll work to practice with. So what we want to do is give it 3.8 top, which is max with Kingfisher 8. So we want to throw our wrong thing. Throw our Kingfisher in the bag. So 5 right, max Kingfisher 8 top spin with the ball guide at the hole with the green to the bottom bunker. Then we want to go ahead and adjust, and there's 4 wind angles, and each one has just a couple clicks of OP. That OP will be extremely important getting you all the way to the hole. But this, I dropped this shot in QR, no problem. Pretty much the same exact setup. And this is an Ankit shot. So, yeah, not a difficult shot at all. We just want to make sure we set up with the right spins. And then we want to set up with our inner ring right there and ball guide center cup. We're then adjusting and assessing our wind angle here. We are in yellow, which is 1 click OP. 8-4 is going to be 5-8. So super easy adjustment. And then we just want to give it center ball and one click OP. So center ball there, one click OP, and hit perfect. And let's see what happens. And that's a center cup drop. Nice shot by Ankit. Really easy to do. I'm just going to say on the notes, mindful of wind angle and OP. That seems to be the only issue. Same important issue that we had in the QR with this shot. I'm gonna write down set spins with Kingfisher. This is a straightforward, really easy shot. Make sure you get your wind angle read correctly and get your clicks of OP in there. That's going to be real important. All right, we are. That's a nice dial in. We're going live and see if we can get the drop there. So we just want to back it up till we are there. Center cup 7-6. I want to straighten out that pull. 7-6. We are in roughly yellow. 7-6 is going to be 5-1. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Wait. Shit. There, and then just one click OP. Hit perfect. That should be good. I kind of messed up on counting my rings. Yeah, well, I screwed up counting my rings. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have been in blue. So that's entirely my fault. I got lost in the rings on accident. So that shot's simple. Just pull your rings correctly. Don't be like me. Hole 8. I knew I was wrong. I had a feeling I was wrong, but my brain would not compute in the moment. Easy shot on 7, though. No problem to drop that. All right, this is a shot with an APOC, P10, side spin 6, wind 5 to 10. He said in low winds with a wind 6, swap to wind 5. We want to be in between 11.2 and 12.3. Then in red angle, we want to push up to 0.2 more. And yellow angle, we want to shift 0.2 left. And base angle, we want to stay where we're at. So we are going to look at what we need here. So power, wind resistance. So we need a wind 6, side spin 3. We got one there, and we can use that. And then we need a wind 5 pinned just in case. And I only got 2, so we're going to pin that. All right, so where we're setting up here is we're setting up at P10 max rest, white to the left side of the white to the left rough fairway. We're giving it 7.6 top and 3 left. We're going to swap balls to the, depending on if we need to swap to that wind 5 or if we need to swap with a wind 6. Because I only have one of those, I'll swap to the pumpkin ball. And then we'll adjust. Well, first we'll assess our wind angle and adjust and then push up based on plus yards. And then any additional things we need to do with the wind angle. This is a hole-in-one shot, and we're going to give it a try. So let's have a look at it, and then we'll go live. We might be able to get hole 9 in here. So I'm going to try to do this one-time practice, and then we'll go live with it and see if we can get hole 9 done. All right, so here we go. Be nice to drop the hole-in-one here. All right, so max rest, white to that rough. 3 left and 7.6 top. We want to be between 11.2 and 12.3, so we're good. So I'm going to swap to this ball. We want to pull 11.5 here. So I'm going to pull 9.5. And then I'm going to pull my 2. And it says at 0.9 push up, 5.6 yards. So we are just going to do that there. And then we are going to give it max OP, max curl, and hit a great right. So shaky needle, we need to be mindful of that. Let's see where the great right puts us if it screws us up. Probably won't be in line for the hole-in-one, obviously. And the double great right leaves us in the rough. We don't want to do that. That's kind of a pain in the ass. We also didn't have time to assess our wind angle, which is not a good look. So, nice kind of tailwind there. I'm just going to offset a little bit to the right. And that's that. So, double great right is no good. But make sure you approach this hole with the needle swing from the left. Hi, babies. I love you. All right. So, drive, shaky needle, mind wind angle, and push up. That's really it. Pretty simple. Now, the only thing is, if you are over 12.3, if you're under 11.2, you're going to want to switch to the Win 5. So, pretty simple setup there. Let's make sure we got the right ball selected. And we are going to give her a go. Try to hit perfect this time. See what we can do. So here we go, live on 8. Yeah, so approach this needle swing from the left. That way if you miss, you hit a great left. It's probably going to be better than a great right. But we're going to try to drop this hole-in-one here and see if we can do it. All right, so max rest. White to the rough. 3 and 7.6. We're going to have to swap to the wind 5 because of the wind speed. And then try to get that nice pull angle. 11.8, so we'll pull our 9.8. And then our 2. We're at +8, so we need to push up 5.4. So we want to get right to there. And again, I missed the wind angle. So that's my fault. Slight great left. I guess we're going to see what happens with that. And looks like we should be okay, hopefully. And we're not. We're in the shit again. Only farther back. So, great right, great left, not okay at all. We are live, so I'm going to swap to a rescue ball. And let's see what we got here. I'm going to say 0.5 of the wind. And we're going to try to save that if we can. Boom. Nice save, Jason. So in the rough to the right, or to the left there, short of the hole, you're going to want to do max top and sit and max top and 5% of the wind. To the right, all we really had to do was give it max top. The wasn't bad there. All right, last hole. We got 10 minutes. Let's try to get it done. And look at Anthony kicking my ass. Oh, he got the hole in one-on-one. Anthony's always going to kick my ass. He's amazing. All right, so let's see. Where are we at score-wise? So we're at 15. We've had 3 misses, but it's all right. So we want to set up with a rock and a P4 plus side spin 8 win 10. We are going to give it 5.4 back spin and 4 left spin. Then we're going to set up on the last pixel of rough with the ball guide through the hole and custom adjust. We'll give it circle drop OP as base and then adjust that based on wind angle. So hole 9 is Ankit. And we are going to see what we got for balls here. So side spin, wind resistance. We need a side spin 8, wind 10. So let's see. We need a P4 plus. So let's see what we got. I got 13 of these. We'll give that a shot. We may go live with that one. So let's get going. All right, last shot of the front 9. We made good time even though I was late. Sorry about that again. If y'all are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. Hey, Ace, thanks for the good luck. Sorry, I was in the middle of it. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment or like. And if you are able, my donation links to Venmo and PayPal are on the screen. On the left is a picture of me and my wife on our first date. And on the right bottom is Miss Gracie's yesterday after her bath. So we are going to do our best to drop this. Oh, shit, I don't want to go live. We're going to do our best to drop this hole here. Setting up with the spin set. Ball guide on the last pixel of rough with the ball guide through the hole is where we want to be. So 5.4 back, 4 left to get going. All right, so 4 left and 5.4 back. And then we're setting up on the last pixel of rough. Right there. Okay, and we are adjusting 8.2. We are in, looks like we are in between red and blue. So it's going to be just before circle break, our circle drop. 7.3 is the adjustment. And then we're going to go down to circle drop and come up 1. And let's see what happens there. All right. And left side. Nice drop. Easy shot here. Hole 9. So I'm just going to say be mindful of OP tweak. 12 o'clock pull. And so that's, real easy shot. Really nothing to worry about there. I am going to swap to my higher precision ball just because it's OR here. And let's get after it. Nice speed. Everything went well. We'll go ahead and go after it live. And we're going to be ending just on time before my next stream, thank goodness. I need a little tiny break. All right, last shot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Come back for the back nine tomorrow. All right. So last pixel of rough, center cup. And let's see, we are at 8-4. And we are in yellow, which is just circle drop. 8-4 is 7-6. And let's see if we can get that last drop and walk out of here a winner. Oh no! Oh, we missed left. So be mindful of your pull angle, guys. I was in between. I was a little in between yellow and blue. Maybe taking a little OP off, doing just before circle drop would have worked. But be mindful. So negative 16. We shot a 16 in the opening QR. Not unhappy with that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Again, if you are able, please consider donating to the channel. Helps us keep it balls and all that stuff.